Hello, everyone. Greetings once again from downtown Murfreesboro. I had some things come up this weekend, so I'm a little late getting this posted, but it shouldn't affect our schedule any. And uh, as we begin week 11, we continue with our fourth module, the empiricist. And let me restate the key idea. Empiricism means based in experience, and we are moving towards a realm of science that we can say is in fact based on direct observation. And when we factor in individuals like Linnaeus and this week's subjects, Lyell and Cuvier, we're talking about people who did real field work to try to advance their disciplines. And so uh, they were those who got out into actual, some cases, very remote settings and did their work, and it was grounded very heavily in experience. So as we get to week 11, we continue with these empirical accounts. We also meet the English philosopher John Stuart Mill, whose ideas of induction are particularly important, but he's also well known for writing about the nature and the character of liberty. Um, so we'll be spending a little time in class talking about that concept as well. Um, a couple of things to say. First of all, we will cover whatever we need to from Linnaeus that didn't get covered last week. We'll talk about that some. And also, we will talk about Mill and Lyell and Cuvier, just according to the time available to us in both meetings this week. So that is the subject matter that we are going to be covering. You've got some good materials on Mill, a very good introduction by Tom Ritchie, who I think is, can talk about Mill much more clearly than I can, so he's a good resource. You've also got a very, very dull, colorless video called Methods of Induction. Do look at that. I would recommend, instead of listening to the monotone voice, it's even more monotone than mine is, you'd use the closed captioning. It might make it a little bit easier to take that in if you read it as opposed to listen to it. But if it helps to do both, that's, it will be a relatively I guess, settled 4 minutes or 5 minutes, but certainly worth your time to get that overview. So that's Mill. And then with geology, the pioneering geologists Cuvier and Lyell, we have first one of those complexly series by Hank Green where he talks about the history of earth science. Then there's a couple of snippets about Lyell himself, and the contrast between catastrophist and uniformitarian geology, which you'll read about in the readings. And then there's also a piece by PBS about the history of geologic time, which I encourage you to look at as well. Geologic time is different from normal time in that it is really, really long and therefore very hard to fathom. So we'll talk about our tendency to think of time in human terms versus the idea of geologic time, which is much more expansive. So anyways, that's the week ahead. So I will look forward to meeting with everybody virtually on Wednesday, and I hope you have a good start to your week. I will see you all on Wednesday.